Hey everybody, it's Easy, and welcome to Marvel News 101. So, before we get into the video, these episodes are available both as a podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, and as a YouTube video. So, these are going to be episodes, weekly episodes, maybe every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, or maybe every few days. It'll depend. And I'm just going to be breaking down the Marvel news. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, and before I start, this episode I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be ranking Phase 4 of the MCU. Number 11 on our list is Hawkeye. Now, I'm going to explain why I chose this. So, number 1, Hawkeye is a character a lot of you guys know, and he's just not that interesting of a character. I'm so sorry, but to any fans of Hawkeye. But, he's not that interesting. He has a bow and arrow, and that's pretty much it. So I can't see that much excitement that's going to come from this Hawkeye series coming out. But there's another problem I have with it, which is actually a problem I have with a lot of upcoming movies, which that's my personal opinion, and let's get into it. So my problem with it is that I love what Marvel is doing right now. It's good what they're doing. They're wanting to bring more women characters into the MCU, right? More female characters. Like they did with Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Gamora, like Nebula. All these characters are really good. You're right. Like the original Avengers had 5 men and just 1 female. So I think it's really good what they're doing. What I don't agree with is that they're taking characters that were male and making them female. For example, Lady Thor, She-Hulk, and now the Hawkeye series is prominently going to be about training a new female Hawkeye. So I just don't agree with this. I think you don't have to take characters that are male and make them die or something and make new female characters out of them. You can introduce new, different female characters, and that's what I think they should be doing. So I'm hoping they'll do that, but we'll see. So yeah, that's why Hawkeye is number 11 on my list. Coming out on number 10 on our list is the What If series. Now, this series is going to be it's actually going to be animated. It's going to be like cartoon. It's not going to be live action. And the What If series is going to be exploring all the different possibilities that could have happened. For example, what if Loki was worthy of Mjolnir and he was like the Thor character? What if, what's her name? What if, different things like that? What if Iron Man never became Iron Man? What if Captain America never got frozen in the ice? Stuff like that. And it's going to be all the voice actors of the original actors in the MCU. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, the only reason I put it this low on our list is because, on 1, everything else just sounds better. But 2, the reason I put it this low on the list is that it's not going to have to do with the MCU, with what we're seeing as far as I know. I think it's just going to be a fun little thing, and I think it will be fun, but that's why it's this low on our list. Next up on the list, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, number 9. Now, this series is pretty cool. I'm actually looking forward to this series. I think it's pretty cool. It's going to be about Falcon and Winter Soldier, Bucky and Sam, and they're going to be training the Captain America mantle. It's kind of like a spy thriller, kind of like Captain America the Winter Soldier, something like that, and it's going to be pretty cool. Still, it's this low on my list because the other things I think are better, but still going to be pretty cool. Next up on our list, at number 8, is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This is the first movie on our list, and it's going to be a movie about Shang-Chi, who's a martial artist. I don't think he has any powers. He's like a super good kung fu, all of those things. He's going to be fighting the Mandarin, who's the leader of the organization, the Ten Rings. And the Mandarin and the Ten Rings have actually been teased throughout the MCU. It was the Ten Rings in the first Iron Man, the first movie of the MCU. It was the Ten Rings who had captured Iron Man. The Mandarin actually showed up in Iron Man 3, although it was a fake Mandarin, it wasn't the real one. And the Ten Rings were even in Ant-Man. They were some people who were trying to buy the Yellow Jacket suit. So 10 Rings have been teased throughout the MCU, and now they're making a movie about it. I don't know how much this movie will really be tied into the MCU. I don't think it will have much to do with it. I'm not a big fan of just martial artists. Like I like more power things with more magic or powers, kind of like Captain Marvel, Thor. I like that kind of thing more. But Shang-Chi is still pretty cool. So, yep, that's number 8. Number 7 on our list is The Eternals. This movie is about a group of people, they're Eternals. They've been around for centuries and eternities, and they're pretty cool. We don't know much about this movie. It's a huge, big cast. Angelina Jolie's in it. It's a really pretty cool movie. I don't know. I'm not crazy excited for it. I don't know much about it, so it's on this part of the list. I was going to put it lower, but I decided, I think this is a good number 7. So, that's pretty much all I have to say about The Eternals. When I'll be excited for it when it comes out in November 2020. Next up in our list, number 6, we're halfway through the list now, is the Loki series. Now, this one I am pretty excited for. Loki, as you guys all know who Loki is, Thor's brother, the mischievous Loki. So this is going to be about the alternate reality he made, the alternate reality in the multiverse he made when he stole the Space Stone in Avengers Endgame. It's going to be about him traveling through time, messing with different events. Maybe with World War II, maybe with president elections. I have no clue. But Loki is just a really funny character. And there's actually been a rumor, spoiler alert, if this is true, you don't want to hear it, skip about 20 seconds. But there's been a rumor that in Thor Love and Thunder, where Lady Thor is going to come about wielding Mjolnir. Well, how does she get Mjolnir? Because Mjolnir was with Captain America when he went back in time to return the stones. He returned the Mjolnir. So, the theory is that Loki is going to become worthy by the end of his series, and he will be the one to bring Mjolnir, carry it back to our MCU, and return to us. So I hope that happens. I love Loki. He's an awesome character. And let's get on with the list. Number 5 on our list is the Black Widow movie. This is the first movie of Phase 4. It's coming out in May. And as the date of this podcast, Black Widow just finished filming. And it's going to be a pretty cool movie. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have Black Widow fighting Taskmaster. It's going to be a prequel. Taskmaster is pretty cool. He can copy anyone's abilities. And there's going to be the Red Guardian, a Russian version of Captain America. There's going to be Yelena Belova, a friend to Black Widow, a sister figure, also a Black Widow. And just all around good movie. I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to the first trailer, which is hopefully going to come out in a few weeks. And as soon as that trailer comes out, make sure to come back to these podcasts to hear about it and get it broken down. Without further ado, number 4 on our list, we're coming close, is Thor Love and Thunder. So this one. Now Thor, this is the 4th Thor movie. Thor is the first character to get a 4th movie in his series. And Thor Love and Thunder I'm pretty looking forward to it. It's going to be about Thor. Hopefully, I liked Fat Thor. He was pretty cool. But I'd like to see some more of a fighting Thor. So we'll see what happens to Thor in this movie. But what's going to happen, what we know is happening, is that Thor is going to transfer the title of Thor to Jane Foster, who will become Lady Thor. Now, you already know my opinion about this. I am not for this. I think that they shouldn't be taking these characters like Thor and making him now Lady Thor. They can make a new hero, some new person, Photon, or I don't know, some other hero, not just a remake of another hero, but as a female. But, who knows? I don't know. Also, another rumor that Valkyrie in this movie is the new king of Asgard, looking for a queen. But I don't know. We'll see. So Thor Ragnarok was pretty good. I love Thor Ragnarok. It's I think my favorite movie in the MCU. So Thor Love and Thunder, looking forward to that. I think it should hold up. And without further ado, number 3 on our list, the top 3, is WandaVision. Now, WandaVision, okay, so let's get it straight here. Scarlet Witch, I'm saying it right now, is probably one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. For sure. I mean, I think she almost killed Thanos twice. in Endgame 2, she would have killed Thanos if he had not had the cannons hit the battlefield. So I think that it's going to be really cool having a TV show about Wanda Maximoff. And WandaVision means Vision's going to be in it. I don't know how he's coming alive, but it'll be pretty cool. And the rumor is that WandaVision will lead into another big movie in the MCU coming in Phase 4. But without further ado, number 2 on our list, the runner-up, is Spider-Man 3. Now, this had to be up here. This was announced recently, actually. Actually, I just told you about it in my last podcast, that Spider-Man is back in the MCU with his 3rd movie coming out in Phase 4. Now, I mean, Spider-Man Far From Home was awesome, and I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man 3. Like, what are they going to do now? J. Jonah Jameson is now out on the hunt for Spider-Man. We could see the Sinister Six. We could see Kraven the Hunter. We could even see Daredevil come in to help him. So I just think this is going to be an awesome movie. Really looking forward to it, which is why it's number 2 on our list. And now, number 1. You might have figured out what this would be. Number 1 on our list, the number 1 spot, what I'm most looking forward to in Phase 4 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I am looking forward to this movie so much. I mean, okay, let's start from the beginning. Doctor Strange is one of the most powerful heroes in the MCU, one of my personal favorites. He's so cool with his magic and everything. He's one of the most powerful. And in this movie, he'll be teaming up with another one of the most powerful. Probably these two are the 2 most powerful in the entire MCU, Scarlet Witch. Yes, she is returning. She's going to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. WandaVision will lead into what happens to her in this movie. So, the 2 most powerful in the MCU working together, I think that'll just be incredible. So excited to see that. The villain of this movie is going to be probably Nightmare. The theory, what's most likely going to happen is Nightmare is the villain, who's pretty cool. I think he sounds like a really cool movie. This is actually said to be the first horror-esque type movie in the MCU, so I'll see how Marvel takes their spin on that. And, I'm just really looking forward to this one. Well, that's a wrap. For all podcast listeners, make sure to tune in for my next podcast. And for all YouTube listeners, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. I'm EZ with Marvel News 101.